What's up guys, Asian Airsofter here today, and I'm bringing you the video review of the G&G M14 EBR short version. You can purchase this gun on most airsoft websites for about $400 to $450. Hope you guys enjoy the review. This is a very nice M14 EBR. The only plastic parts on this gun is the butt pad, the cheek rest, the pistol grip, and the front handguard. Everything else on the gun is constructed of metal. The stock on this gun is very nice. It does extend and retract, and also the cheek riser here is adjustable. To adjust the cheek riser, all you have to do is flip up this switch right here. Then you have to stick something really small into this hole, these holes on the side, and you can adjust it like that. The cheek riser does stay very sturdy. It does have a little bit of wobble, but not much when you are shouldering it. The back of the stock is completely made of rubber, and not just rubber eyes. It's actually a big hunk of rubber. It's very comfortable on your shoulder and is not coming off. The stock also is retractable. All you have to do is press the button right here. You push it down. As you can see, I am moving it with my finger, and the stock can go in and out, and it locks. There is a small rail right above the pistol grip and right on top of the stock. I'm not really sure what you would use this for. If someone had an idea, please let me know. There is a rear sling mount. It is ambidextrous right on top of right next to the rail. You can use this for a 2-point or a 1-point sling. This gun is not too long, so a 1-point sling may work. On the top of the rifle, there is a trademark that says US Rifle 7.62mm M14, which is the real caliber of the M14. It also has G&G ornament, and it has a unique serial number. Here you can see the selector switch, switching it from semi and full auto. Right now it is in the semi-auto position. If you push it in and twist it forward, you can see an A, and it also is turned on to fully automatic. The rear sight is fully adjustable for windage and elevation using the knobs on the sides, and it is very precise. On the right side of the gun, there is an EBR chassis stock, Sage International Limited trademark, and also there's a bunch of other stuff under it that is kind of hard to see. Here you can see the trigger guard, trigger, and safety switch. The safety is very effective. All you have to do is press it back into the trigger guard, and the gun is on safe. You cannot pull the trigger at all. And then all you have to do is push it forward, and the gun is on fire. The magazine is constructed of metal and holds about 450 rounds. All you have to do is press the mag release here, much like you would do on an AK, and it comes out. The magazines are not Tokyo Marui compatible, and this gun is not Tokyo Marui compatible like the CYMA or the GMP. This gun is compatible with classic Army high caps. They are a lot cheaper than the G&G high caps, so I do recommend picking up a few classic Armies, but they do require a little bit of shaving on the edge here so they fit correctly. This is a high capacity magazine. All you have to do is open the trap door at the top, fill in your BBs, and wind it at the bottom. To put the magazine back in, you put it in like you would an AK. You stick the front end first and pull back until it locks. Here on this side of the gun, you can see the bolt and charging handle. These M14s, airsoft wise, are known to have a very nice sounding metal bolt, and this one is no different. The camera may not do it justice, but that is one of the nicest sounding bolts I have ever heard. On this side of the gun, you can see the bolt catch, which is right here, which does function. You pull the bolt back, and you push down on the bolt catch, and it will lock it, so you can adjust your hop up. And to release it, there's two ways. You can push the bolt back and let it release, or you can just push up on this, and it will release it. With the bolt pulled back, unlike a standard M14 where the hop-up adjustment is in the magwell, the EBR is a little bit different, where you pull the bolt back and the hop-up adjuster is right here. You push it right for more hop-up and pull it left for less. The hop-up is very effective, and the gun is extremely accurate. The front RAS system is fully constructed of metal. Like I said, there is a front sling mount on the left side of the gun, but it can be moved to the right side. The only plastic part here is the handguard here, and this is where your battery goes. And there's also a rail underneath it, which is very nice, where you can put a foregrip like here. There are 3 Allen wrench screws, 1, 2, 3 on each side. These are not the stock ones. The stock one is stripped, so we got new screws. And to unscrew all of them, take the handguard out, put the battery, put the handguard back on, and screw it back in. It is a giant pain in the ass. I recommend getting a PEQ box for this gun. All of the rails are metal if you wanted to put an optic up here, flashlights, lasers here, and a foregrip here. And there's also a small little section of rail right in front of the handguard for a bipod, which is what I have here. This is a Harris style bipod. It is very nice. It's probably one of my favorite styles of bipods. I do recommend getting a bipod for this gun because this gun is fairly heavy and it can be used as a DMR. The front sight is not adjustable. It is just a simple post that you line up with the rear circle sight or ring sight. The sight is very nice. It's pretty easy to see through, and overall it's pretty nice. So that is the review of the G&G M14 EBR short version. This gun is pretty expensive for an M14, although it is an EBR, which is awesome. They are very, very sexy looking guns. But do I recommend it to people? Yeah, I do recommend this gun. But there are a few things that I myself would do this. This is not my gun, unfortunately, so I can't really do anything to it. But G&G stock barrels are decent, but my friend has put an Angel Custom 6.01 Type bore on here, and this gun is a laser. Another thing I would upgrade is the motor. G&G motors are not known to be very good. The motor in this gun is pretty slow. There's not much torque in it. It does shoot around 380 to 390 FPS if you wanted to use this as a DMR. It does work pretty well as that. But if you wanted to use it as an assault rifle, I recommend getting a new motor. My favorite so far is the Matrix the Matrix motor. Those are pretty nice for what you're paying for. You're only about $45. But disassembling this gun is a bitch. I have disassembled this entire gun before. I have replaced a few parts for my friend, as he is not an experienced tech. Well, I'm not that experienced, but I know what I'm doing most of the time. The gun does weigh about 12 or 13 pounds, so I recommend hitting the gym before you use this gun on the field, because it is heavy. And you're going to be holding this all day. Your arms will get tired. But that's why you set it down with a bipod like my friend does here. But the great thing about this gun, it is fully constructed of metal, and the internals on this gun are pretty solid. The gears were shinned very well. There's a good amount of lubricant in the gearbox. I do recommend though getting that new motor and getting a new barrel. The barrel's decent when you first get it, but I do recommend still getting another one. For what you're paying for, you're getting a pretty solid gun out of the box. You are paying about $400 to $450, but where else are you going to get an EBR? The CART EBR sucks. The CYMA EBR isn't even an EBR. The GMP EBR is ridiculously expensive. And there's another one, but I forget what brand it is. And there also is the WE EBR, and that's gas. So that doesn't work year round like this does. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. This is of the G&G EBR short version. You can purchase this gun on most airsoft websites for a very hefty price, like I said. I hope you guys enjoyed this review again, and I will see you all later.